Hello, this is a short video just to give a quick introduction to the operation of the YPA-2100 and YPB-2100 digital phoropter and digital chart along with the tablet. So the first thing you're going to do in the morning is you're going to come on and you're going to come in and turn on this power right here. This power starts this base unit, which also has a Wi-Fi built into it that the instruments in that particular exam room will connect to. So you turn this on first, and you'll hear the phoropter turn on, and then you use your remote control for the chart, and you use the power button top left-hand corner, and you tap that, and the power will boot up on that chart. The phoropter and that chart will quickly join the Wi-Fi network from here. Plus, when you turn your tablet on, that will also join it. So you're going to click on the YPA-2100 icon. It's going to come up as this. You're going to see it's connected to the Wi-Fi. You just click on the phoropter, now connecting to the digital chart and the phoropter head. Sometimes you have to click on that twice, depending on if things are completely booted up or not. And then from there, you're going to the app is going to open up, and you're going to have 3 tabs along the top, as you can see. Okay, so that's going to give the user tab, which is where it opens, the test tab, and the result tab. The user tab, where it opens, it's designed to be able to keep patient records and stuff, but I recommend just using the anonymous account, and you can just do all your work and print or export or do whatever you want at that point. This is also where you can enter your starting points. So you can do the unaided acuities, the auto refractor, or the lens meter, whichever one you want to connect to. If you choose to enter something in here manually without having something connected, then you can just tap on these buttons, select the refraction value, and go ahead and fill out and preload that. Or I have a lens meter connected to this one. I can just select the lens meter, hit this download button, and it's going to show you all your lens meter readings. So I'm going to pick one here that has a refraction value. Pick your patient's one. The number's right here. Hit OK. It brings it in under the lens meter, and it dials it up in the phoropter. And then you go ahead and hit this phoropter button here, which is going to transfer that over to the phoropter control screen, the test screen, with that as a starting point. Now, when you're looking at this screen, the user screen, and we won't get into any programmed steps on this video, but you're going to notice the left-hand side is your different acuity, or your different acuity chart settings for your near and your distance, and this is where you'll select which optotype you want. Let's say you want the letters. Then I just clicked on that, and it displays what the chart displays over here in the top center. The nice thing here is you're going to be able to do randomization, as you can see I'm doing here, and you're going to see on here what you're going to see on the chart. You can go to this top button icon here, and it's going to give you either your dual chrome screen or your reverse contrast or your normal contrast. This button here does your contrast sensitivity, so you can change your contrast levels. Or the nice thing is if you're refracting with the lights off, you can also hit this button and it turns off the backlight of the LED acuity screen. Or you can just stay on 100%, and that's going to be on and as bright as it's set up to be. This next icon is your masking. So you can choose which format, if you want the V format or the block format for your optotypes, or if you want a single letter line, horizontal line, or vertical line. It's much easier just to, if you want to select a line, just swipe the line with your finger, and then you can use these buttons to go up and down your acuities. Same thing if you want to just swipe, just a single letter. Just click on that single letter and it will display on the chart. Click it again and it will open it up, or you can go vertical line if you'd like to. So it's easier just to swipe and not worry about the menu settings. And as I mentioned before, here I am randomizing. And you can see how that does that. So, and then this is how you go up and down on your acuity levels. This particular area here, this is your results. This is where you're doing your right and left eye, and also your PD. So if you want to adjust your PD more than what the instrument may have already brought in, you can just click on PD, and now you can adjust plus or minus the PD settings. Click anywhere off of that and it saves and goes away. You can click on either one of the apertures of the right or left eye, and you could select your auxiliary lenses or set a prism level or something to dial in, and just click that and it will set that in for you on either eye. When you're doing your sphere cylinder axis, if you click in the middle of each line, then both eyes now are open. If I click on, say, the right eye, it's occluded the left eye and the right eye is open, so you can do the test on the right eye. Same thing with the left. So it's going to do your occlusion for you automatically. And here you can just do your, however you want to do your test in your sequence. We won't get into anything specific. You do your plus and minus here on this side with these large plus and minus buttons. Then you can go cylinder power, cylinder axis, and so forth. When you want to do your cross cylinders, basically you can hit this cross cylinder button down here, and I have this one set up to default to the split prism. And so if you use the split prism, and you might not be able to see it in the video, but you can see a diagram here, and you can set it to 1 degree or 5 degree increments. But if you ask the patient if it's clear on the right side, left side, or you can see on the up or down, whichever orientation you want to do, and you'll notice as you click on that, that graphic is going to move along with what the patient views. So it's easy to relate it to what the patient's seeing. If you don't want to use the split prism, you can just simply go over here and click on this, and now you have your, you can just flip your JCC and enter the results here. So you have a quarter diopter JCC, or you can hit it again and you have a half diopter JCC, or you can go back over to your split prism and also change 1 degree or 5 degree axis steps. If you're done with your axis and you're comfortable, then you can just hit here and go right to your sill power, and now you can adjust your sill power. And you can also turn on or off your spherical equivalence, or then again you could jump to the JCC if you'd like to. Anytime you click off that, it's going to leave the screen. So that's how you can jump around sphere, cylinder, axis, either doing it manually or hitting the cross cylinder, and then going the other eye and doing the same thing. If you want to just blur that line, if you're starting off with the lens meter reading on the sphere, and so you're on the 20/30 line, you say you want to start the half diopter of blur, you can just hit that fog button and it will fog it whichever diopter you chose. Another thing I wanted to mention is when you're down here in the axis, if you wanted to, you can jump between 0, 45, 90, 135 very easily. And that's just the basics on how the screen works as far as dealing with your acuity charts, isolating your lines or moving to different acuity levels, and then doing your sphere, cylinder, and axis. You'll notice here that there's multiple pages to this. If I swipe to the next page, here's where you're going to do your prism work. The next page is going to track your visual acuities as you're going down your refraction. So if you notice here, I was on binocular, I'm sorry, I was on axis. So if you're on your VA screen and you're on an isolated letter, it's going to track your VAs for you. So then when you're all done with this and you've gone to your near point, and by the way, with the near point, it's going to automatically converge for you, and you can lower your card. If you're using unfused cross cylinders, then it's not going to turn the light on, but there are lights on the front that's going to illuminate the card automatically. Once you go to the regular Snellen chart, then it's going to illuminate the card automatically for you. And then you have a control here to turn on and off that near card light built into the forehead. And then here's your distance. When it's all said and done, you're done with your test, you can go to the results tab. This results tab is what would output for EMR, or much of it would print, but anything that you record is going to be in here all the way through the full 21-point exam. Okay, when you're totally done and you've outputted, done whatever you want to do with this, and you're ready for the next patient, you just hit this eraser button, confirm, and now it's deleted everything in there, cleared everything out, reset the PD, convergence, everything, and now you're back to square one. That is the basics and just the workflow of the app and the system. Thank you.